The loss of the Frontier and Cardinal puts us in the same situation we had aimed to put Ozymandias in the Thanet. If the Intrepid makes her presence known anywhere in system, we invite an overpowering ambush that would likely prove decisive. The Intrepid will be running quiet until we are at least at Red Stat 3. Fighter deployments will be kept to a minimum to reduce risk of Ozymandias tracing them back to our position. The recent setbacks have pushed command to begin a preliminary withdrawal from Antares. We have been ordered to support the relocation of strategic materials to Beta Aquila to prevent their capture by the Hammer of Light. Command's decisions have been leaked to the media and Antares is in uproar. A closed-door emergency session in New Shanghai on Gulnara was called 3 hours ago. Representatives from Antares' major colonies and space installations have convened to respond to the GTA's Antares policies. Griffin reports security forces and GTA units not attached to the Intrepid's battle group are being loaded for bear. We believe hostile action from Gulnara's direction is imminent. Militant elements of the Antares Federation party stipulate any GTA convoy attempting to ferry strategic assets extrasolar will be intercepted. Forward observers at Gulnara already recorded several squadrons of modern fighters, including Valkyries and Lysses, launching from various orbitals. Recon has also confirmed the presence of TM Aerothron beacons in the vicinity of the Beta Aquila node. If you are not familiar with the design, you are advised to hit the tech room before launch. My staff and I expect to outline our new strategy against the HOL within the next 6 hours. See you at the briefing.
Elements of convoy AB-120, along with GTA extraction teams, are attempting to relocate dual-use equipment to Beta Aquila. Alhambra and Hexamere wings are securing Howl torpedoes and food supplies from Gulnara's orbitals, while Anka is setting up to procure bioengineering materials from Midwinter Station at Finwit. An advance team deployed by the Intrepid has been blockaded from accessing Midwinter, and in one case, from leaving a nearby transport. Alpha Wing from the 47th is being deployed to resolve the situation. Transports Lambda and Omega are already on site. Phi Wing, operated by the station dock workers, has blockaded Lambda's departure from a nearby transport and obstructed Omega from docking with Midwinter. The dock workers have co-opted the station's Phidias drones to run interference for them as well. Admiral Poe has given your unit wide discretion in how you tackle the blockade. Command has invoked the Rush Act, allowing the military to use all due force in removing labor stoppages. Neutralize Phi Wing to let our transports do their job so they can return to the Intrepid. The GTW Flail will knock them out of the fight temporarily, but use of deadly force is authorized from mission start. Tailor your loadout accordingly. ProGov purchased several tons of biofab equipment earlier this month, and Command is demanding its extraction ahead of schedule. Freighters Anka 1 and 2, part of convoy AB-120, are tasked with retrieving this cargo from Midwinter Station's depot. Alpha Wing will cover them should station personnel object, then follow Anka Wing to the assembly point outside the Beta Aquila node. Command is deploying the 390th out of Yuma Station in Beta Aquila to relieve you, but expect to remain on station until their arrival. Dismissed.
merciless enemy with unlimited numbers and invincible ships? Yeah, I miss them too.
You have to admit, it was simpler back then. At least we were all on the same side.
Tell that to Holly. Actually, don't. I don't think we're getting replacement pilots for a while. Speaking of which, Letty, get the Newbie's Guide to the Intrepid yet?
Not really.
It's easy. Horuses are runners, Seths are bulls, double tap them with sirens to get your painted skulls. Also, never, ever put a Zod in your 6.
They're not all bad.
I'm not done. There's a non-reg program in your DB, Turnpike-01, sends encrypted spam packets over our wings uplinks. You're gonna want to run that if we see any hammers.
Why?
Ozymandias's favorite assassins are in play, the Pabekamen. Takan figured it out a few hours ago. They scan our formations to see who's transmitting the most and assume they're the wing leader, barking orders. Next thing you know, our wing lead's floating in 100 different directions courtesy of Holly herself. You want to get Alwyn killed, pilot?
Negative. I hope this is just a stopgap solution.
Been paying attention? Stopgap is permanent these days.
Beta Wing, Zutrak reports 6 hostiles. Your mission is go. Enter subspace immediately.
Alpha Wing, transport Omega. We warned the dock workers you were coming, but they won't budge.
We aren't military and we don't answer to the GTA. You're stealing our livelihood from us. You have no right. This is Shift Manager Kokol to Alpha Wing. We will not permit you to seize civilian property. If you persist, you will be labeled as looters and dealt with accordingly. My ships are unarmed. If you destroy us, I guarantee everyone from here to Golnara will hear of it in 60 seconds. Your Rush Act be damned.
We should check Fire Wing for weapons. Scan will tell us if they're really unarmed or not. Disintegrations per second and Becquerel readings are within norms for turn-of-the-century fusion plant. Not enough aggregate radiation for missile payload. No signs of mounted guns, they're unarmed. Picking up spikes on the MEMS, peaking at 50 Honeywells. They've probably got magnetic grapples for moving smaller cargo. Limited range, maybe 200 meters at most. Same setup as the other TF Ion. Equipped with magnetic grapple, probably 200 meter range. Similar power requirements to the ML-16.
TRS Lambda clearing the Maladhara now, moving into docking position for the manufacturing plant. They seem to recognize stationary obstructions carrying the Midwinter IFF tag. Watch the drone's pre-programmed flight path. They won't stop for us, but if you can obstruct them with something they will stop for, we can get past them without destroying them. extraction mission now.
See anything you like, pilot? Go ahead, don't mind us. It's a help yourself buffet, bastard. Alpha, you are aiding and abetting looters and are now valid targets. Security forces are en route. If you remain here, your fighters are considered forfeit.
Docking path cleared. Omega transport moving in.
Phi Wing on an intercept course. Alpha Leader will try to draw them off you.
Alpha, freighters Anka 1 and 2 have been deployed to your position for cargo retrieval. Do not let station personnel interfere with their mission.
This is Omega. We've intercepted time delay activation orders for all nearby sentry guns. Online status in 1 minute. No! Good call! He's trying to force the issue. Alpha, we're transmitting override codes to you. You'll have to scan the guns to establish a connection.
They didn't leave us any choice. It's not enough their Terran command abandons us to the Zods, but now they raid our infrastructure too? Get out! Draw first blood and we'll draw the last. We've got friends on the way.
Anka reporting. Cargo objectives marked and confirmed. Initiating recovery. We're downgrading Gagul's security clearance temporarily. You're safe as long as you're here, Alpha Wing. Thank you. Transport Omega reporting. Objective secured. Depressurization complete. Clamps released. We're rolling out.
Command, Lambda team reports transfer complete. We're setting course for the Intrepid. Out.
Good. Alpha Wing, the situation over Gulnara is destabilizing. Convoy AB-120 is jumping to the node now. You are to join them as soon as Anka has the cargo.
Anka Wing reporting packages secured. Laying in outbound vector for the assembly area. Stand by jump drive.
You have no idea what you're putting in motion here, Alpha Wing.
Alpha Wing, log on to AB-120's transponders and initiate jump. Midwinter extraction teams, request update.
Command, the dock workers have sent 0G freight corridor to +3 Gs. Our team is bypassing them on foot, but it's slowing us down. ETC, 2 minutes.
Decoy beacon, evasive action.
Incoming fighter, this is Antares Federation space. You are surrounded and outgunned. Set throttle to 0, set shield and weapon recharge rates to 0, and expend your secondary reserves immediately or you will be destroyed. GTA fighter, this is your final warning. Set throttle to 0, direct all energy to engines, and empty your secondary magazine or get wiped. Instructions to the letter. Your comrades in the convoy escort killed 2 of mine before we disabled them. Push me and I'll order your people scrubbed. Antares is bleeding enough without the provisional government robbing us blind before they pull out. Your convoy is carrying supplies desperately needed for our own military and relief efforts.
Subspace activity at the jump node. 4 contacts inbound, Hercules class. This is the Alpha Wing of the 47th Cutthroats, GTD Intrepid. To incoming fighters, identify yourselves.
This is Lieutenant Su 390 Dam Busters. We are under orders to secure the HAL shipment for defense allocations at Beta Aquilate, under direct orders from the Advisory Council.
Negative, Lieutenant. The materials these ships are carrying are property of the Antares Federation. They're going nowhere but here.
My orders only pertain to the munitions, pilot. The rest of the convoy is none of our business, but Alhambra 1 and 2 are extracting with us.
It seems we've run out of time, Alpha Wing. If you're post people here, you have authority. The equipment I can take or leave, but I demand you order the food shipments and munitions back to Golnara. You have 30 seconds to comply. My government has authorized the use of deadly force.
Alpha Leader, we've got no communication unless jammers die or someone bugs out. Request leave to summon reinforcements. We need help now.
Dam Busters to Alpha Wing. We're coming in full burn. I have Sapid 1 on standby to clear those mines. Hang in there.
Bravo 1 to all fighters, destroy the GTA launch. Cast Watchdog to support. Weapons free.
Safe, Alpha. We'd cry if we lost our KO fodder.
Decoy beacon, evasive action.
Incoming fighters, this is Antares Federation space. You are surrounded and outgunned. Set throttle to 0, set shield and weapon recharge rates to 0, and expend your secondary reserves immediately or you will be destroyed. This is your final warning. Set throttle to 0, direct all energy to engines, and empty your secondary magazine or get wiped. Smart move. This is Lieutenant Twomley, 101st Fire Sprites, Golnar Defense Force. Stay where you are and follow our instructions to the letter. Your comrades in the convoy escort killed 2 of mine before we disabled them. Push me and I'll order your people scrubbed. Antares is bleeding enough without the provisional government robbing us blind before they pull out. Your convoy is carrying supplies desperately needed for our own military and relief efforts.
Subspace activity at the jump node. 4 contacts inbound, Hercules class. This is the Alpha Wing of the 47th Cutthroats, GTD Intrepid. To incoming fighters, identify yourselves.
This is Lieutenant Su 390 Dam Busters. We are under orders to secure the house shipment for defense allocations at Beta Aquilate, under direct orders from the Advisory Council.
Negative, Lieutenant. The materials these ships are carrying are property of the Antares Federation. They're going nowhere but here.
My orders only pertain to the munitions, pilot. The rest of the convoy is none of our business, but Alhambra 1 and 2 are extracting with us.
It seems we've run out of time, Alpha Wing. If you're post people here, you have authority. The equipment I can take or leave, but I demand you order the food shipments and munitions back to Golnara. You have 30 seconds to comply. My government has authorized the use of deadly force.
Alpha Leader, we've got no communication unless jammers die or someone bugs out. Request leave to summon reinforcements. We need help now.
Dam Busters to Alpha Wing. We're coming in full burn. I have Sapid 1 on standby to clear those mines. Hang in there.
Bravo 1 to all fighters. Destroy the GTA launch. Add Watchdog to support. Weapons free.
On your six, there's one on your six.
Target locked. Weapons hot. Target locked. Weapons hot.
Switching power to weapons, engaging.
Target locked. Weapons hot.
Switching power to weapons, engaging.
Taking damage. Some cover, guys? They're killing everyone. Fire sprites, all out. Contingency pads. Move.
I'm losing her.
Alpha Wing, contact reestablished. We're receiving your uplinks now. Analysis in progress. Stand by.
You had me going, pilot. Thought you were going to fold to those yokels. If they had any clue how to run a system this populated or fight a war, maybe they'd still be alive. We did them a favor. My wing was patrolling the other side of the node when Yuma ordered us here to check on the convoy. Your scheduled relief was just being sorted when we jumped.
Command to Alpha Wing. The convoy escort is still down a wing. Remain on station until all relief has arrived.
AB-120, resume course flying speed. Dam Busters form up on Alhambra Wing.
Alpha Wing, we're using Recovery 1 to pull Iota and Gamma from the field. Support ships are available. Secondaries out. Rearming.
Affirmative, sir.
Sapad 1 on station. Redirecting primary weapon power to remote suppression. We're jamming tracking systems on all Arathron mines out to 5 kilometers. Scratch 1 Arathron. Position and destruction logged. Mine detonation. Recording secondary munitions release. Confirm connection with UXO. Spike, spike, spike!
Terran fighters on scope. IFF codes rejected. Convoy ships maintain formation. The Athena bombers are drawing flying solutions on the convoy.
Switching power to weapons.
The best part of this job is the pretty fireworks. Fire in the hole! Multi-warhead launch, fuses lit. Command, Sapad 1 here. Field suppression rendered, all spikers cleared. We're returning to base.
Keep it up, pilot.
Sit tight. We're on our way.
Switching power to weapons, engaging.
Never even saw me coming.
Support call aborted.
Convoy craft are secure and all mines cleared. Alpha Wing, get out of there and return to base.
All convoy craft reported in at Yuma Station, condition green. The Admiral is grateful you were able to keep our people safe, and Beta Aquila is pleased their demanded cargoes arrived intact. We regret the loss of life necessary to achieve this outcome, but the Admiral believes your command decisions and tactics during this mission were sound. Exceptional job, pilot. While you were away, efforts to negotiate a bilateral security agreement with Antares collapsed. Before Beta Aquila could lodge a formal protest over today's incidents, Gulnara demanded the provisional government transfer all local civic and military powers to leaders in the Antares Federation Party. If Beta Aquila fails to comply within the next 48 hours, all GTA assets in system will be considered forfeit. It appears the government on Gulnara is prepared to do Osmandius' bidding if they think it will buy them an absence of war. Because you managed to complete the operation at Midwinter Station without any bloodshed, we are awarding you the Humanitarian Service Medallion. Your efforts will surely strengthen our position as we seek to put an end to the killing without causing the deaths of civilians. You are truly a skilled pilot. Congratulations.